Let's take a nice comfortable seat on our mats. Ground down. Really take a moment to arrive right here in this moment. Take a big deep breath in. Let it out. Another big deep breath in. Let it out. Beginning to focus on your breath. In through your nose, out through your nose. Cultivating your ujjayi. Bring your shoulders up into your ears. Relax your shoulder blades down your back. Soften. Inhale, arms lift up, look up. Exhale, hands come down, reach through your fingers as far as they'll go. Inhale, arms lift up, look up. Exhale, hands come down, reach through your fingers. One more, inhale, arms lift up, look up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, arms lift up, look up, and twist to your right hand behind you, your left hand to your knee. Lift to lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, gaze over your back shoulder. Look forward, unwind, inhale, arms lift up, reach up, and twist to the other side. Lengthen through the top of your head, gaze over your back shoulder. Look forward, unwind, left hand down, right arm up and over. Reach through your fingers. Reach as far as your fingers will go. Anchor down through your sit bones. Rotate your ribcage, lifting your chest up towards the ceiling. Look up. Come back to center, plant your right hand down, left arm up and over. And come back to center. We're going to come into tabletop position. So if you are like me and had socks on because it is chilly out, go ahead and take those off and come into tabletop position. Wrists underneath shoulders and knees underneath hips. On your inhalation, drop your belly, lift your heart, look up. Pull the belly button towards the ceiling, round the back, relax your head and neck. It's moving in and out of cat-cow. Moving with your breath at your own pace. Feel your way in. Come back to tabletop position. Bring your hands a little bit more forward of your shoulders. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Coming high up on your toes, lift your hips, press your heels back and down. Pedal your feet. Come home to your downward facing dog. Connecting to your ujjayi breath. Letting the breath guide your practice as it helps clear out the cobwebs. Look forward between your hands. Walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your shins. Press and lengthen forward. Long spine. Fold. Inhale, arms lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach up, swan dive forward, fold. Inhale, halfway, lengthen. Fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted, breathe your way in. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. 5 Ujjayi breaths. Look between your hands, step or hop to the top of the mat. Lengthen through, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach high, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. And fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted, lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing, take it back. Look between your hands, step, hop, or float to the top, lengthen through, long spine, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach up, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. And fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted, hug in towards your midline, lower down, chaturanga. Upward and downward, take it back. Woo, big breathing. Look forward, step or hop, lengthen through, fold. Bring your hands to your shins, press and lengthen. Fold, Uttanasana. Put a deep bend in your knees. Take hold of your elbows and hang or rock from side to side. Release your hands down outside of your feet. Deep bend in your knees, ragdoll back up, nice and slow. Draw your shoulders up into your ears. Relax your shoulder blades down your back. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach high. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. We're gonna hold our plank, core is engaged, belly lifted. Breathe your way in. Keep breathing, hug in, you got this. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Float your right leg up towards the ceiling. Press out through your heel. Draw your knee in, step through, low runner's lunge. Drop the back knee down. Find your balance, arms lift, reach up. Relax your shoulder blades down your back, hug in towards your midline. Breathe. Hands come down on either side of your front foot. Left wrist underneath your left shoulder. Right hand comes to your right knee as you begin to twist to the right. You can hang out right here. You can lift your right arm up. Right hand comes down. We're going to tuck the toes of our back foot, coming up to a high runner's lunge. Find your balance, lift up. Let it be all about your breath. Hands come down on either side of your front foot. Step back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale upward. Exhale, take it back, downward facing. Take it back. Good work, yogis. You got this. Left leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee in, step through low runner's lunge on this side. Find your balance, drop your right knee down, melt the toes of the right foot onto the mat. Find your balance, arms sweep up. Hands come down on either side of your front foot. Right wrist underneath your right shoulder. Left hand to the left knee. You can hang out right here, or you can lift your left arm up, look up. Slowly bringing the left hand down. Hands on either side of the front foot. Tuck the toes of your back foot. Lift the back leg. Find your balance. Arms lift. High runner's lunge. Hands come down on either side of your front foot. Step back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Down dog or child's pose. 5 Ujjayi breaths. Breathe your way in. Look between your hands, step or hop to the top of the mat. Lengthen through. Fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair, sit back deep. Bring hands together at heart center. Twist to your left, right elbow, left thigh, twist. Come back to center. Sit back deep. Twist to your right, left elbow, right thigh. Come back to center, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen, and fold. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach up, swan dive forward. Inhale to lengthen. And fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. All right, looking forward, we're going to step our left foot about halfway up the mat, toes point towards the side of the mat. Your right wrist about under your right shoulder, and we're going to pivot onto the side of the right foot. Now, you've got a couple choices here. You can bring your hand to your knee if you'd like, or you can reach that arm up. I'm gonna reach the arm up for a few breaths as I lift my hips. Hug in towards your midline. Now I'm gonna bring my hand back down to the knee. I'm gonna begin to drop that right hip down. So trying to lift up. This will give you a stretch along that right side of the body as we keep lifting up. Strong posture, lifting. Lift back up, unwind, come back to downward facing dog. Now look forward and we're gonna step our right foot halfway up the mat. We're gonna bring that left wrist underneath your left shoulder, and we're gonna pivot onto the side of the left foot. Our right hand comes to our knee to start. Lifting that right arm up. Now bring the right hand down, gently dropping the hip down as you lift up. Lifting back up, bring the hand down, step back. Downward facing dog, any way you'd like. Shake your head no, nod it yes. Float the right leg up towards the ceiling. Press out through your heel. Draw your knee in, step through Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1 on this side, lift up. Open to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Now moving into extended side angle, either the forearm to the thigh or down on the mat. Top arm lifts up or reaches straight overhead. Press into your feet, arms lift up, come into Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten your front leg, Trikonasana triangle on this side. Press into your feet, arms lift up, bend your front knee, palm of the front hand face up, exalt your warrior, reach back. Windmill your hands to the top of the mat, step back to plank. Hold your plank for a breath. Maybe two. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward. And exhale to downward facing dog. Good work. Just breathe. Left leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee in, step through Virabhadrasana 1 on this side. Arms lift. Open to Virabhadrasana 2. Now moving into extended side angle, either the forearm to the thigh or down on the mat. Top arm lifts up or reaches overhead. Spiraling your chest towards the ceiling, pressing into your feet. Pressing into your feet, arms lift up. Straighten your front leg. Reach forward, triangle on this side. Pressing into the feet, arms lift up. Bend your front knee. Palm the front hand face up. Exalt your warrior. Windmill your hands to the top of the mat. Step back to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Breathe your way in. Bring your knees down, press your hips to your heels, bring your forehead to the mat, come into child's pose. Connect to your breath. Walk your hands back. We're gonna pour weight into one side, take your legs forward in front of you. All right, so from here, extend your legs out. Move the flesh of your sit bones away. Hands come down at your sides for Dandasana, so staff pose. Press out through your heels. Draw your toes back towards your body. Press into the mat like you're trying to lift yourself up off the mat. Breathe. Inhale, arms lift up. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Walk your hands back. Bend your left knee. Bring your left foot to your right thigh. Inhale, arms sweep up. Slight twist over top of your right leg as you fold over top of your right leg. Walk your hands back. Extend your left foot out. Bend your right knee, right foot into the thigh. Arms lift up. Twist over top of your leg, fold forward. Walk your hands back in. Bend your left knee in to meet your right foot. So bring your feet together for Baddha Konasana, bound ankle pose. You can have your hands on your ankles or interlace your fingers underneath your toes. Lengthening up through the top of your head. Draw your shoulders up, around, and down, lengthening. Lift through the crown of your head as you draw your chin in towards your chest. Pressing the soles of your feet together. Bring your hands to your knees, gently draw your knees together. We're gonna bring your hands to your knees, lengthen through the top of your head, engage your core, lift your feet up off the mat. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Breathe. You can reach your hands out if that feels right to you. Breathe, lift up. Bring your feet down, reach out through your hands, slowly come back onto your back. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Draw your knees in, lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn into a little ball. Exhale your head down. Rock it out from side to side, rock it all out. Bring your feet down onto the mat. Hands come down at your sides. Walk your heels back, and we're gonna lift up into bridge. So lift your hips up, bring your shoulders underneath you. Bring your hands together underneath you, lift up. Releasing your hands, slowly coming back down. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Now lift your feet up off the mat, shins parallel with the mat. Hands come behind your head, lifting your shoulder blades and your head up off the mat. Yogi bicycles as slow as you'd like or as fast as you'd like. Breathe. Keep going, you got this. Draw your knees in, lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn into a little ball. Release your head down, rock it out from side to side, rock it all out. Good work, yogis. Find the edges of the mat with your feet. Open your arms out wide like a T. Let your knees fall over to the right as you gently turn your head left. Slowly lifting your knees up to center, letting them fall over to the other side as you gently turn your head to the right. Lift your knees up to center. Extend your legs out on the mat. Arms come down at your sides, palms face up, open to receive. Do whatever you need to do to get as comfortable and cozy as possible. Make your way into Shavasana, corpse pose, final relaxation. You might want to cover up with a blanket. You might want to put your socks back on. You might want to roll blankets underneath your knees. But whatever you do, be comfortable, be cozy. Release any control of the breath and just be. Begin to let go of tension in the bottoms of your feet and the tops of your feet. Relax your heels and your toes. Let go of tension in your ankles and your shins. Relax your knees, the back of your knees, the sides of your knees. Relax your thighs, your inner thighs, your IT bands, your quads, and your hamstrings. Let go of tension in your hips, your pelvis, your belly. Relax your hands, the back of your hands, your palms, your fingers, and your wrist. Let go of tension in your forearms and your elbows, your upper arms, and your shoulders. Let go of tension in your chest, the back of your chest, your front of your chest, the intercostal muscles between your ribs. Relax your collarbones and your neck. Relax your jaw, cheeks, forehead, and the top of your head. If any thoughts come to mind, just let them go. Whatever it is, you can think about it later. When you're ready, take a big deep breath in and let it out. Bring small movements to your toes and to your fingers. Maybe moving your head from side to side. And when you're ready, bend your knees, bring your feet to the mat. We'll gently and carefully roll to the right side, pausing there for just a moment. Slowly pushing yourself up to a nice, comfortable seated position, eyes closed, hands at heart center. Yoga will teach you so much about yourself. It will help you become flexible in mind, in body, and in spirit. For that, I am truly grateful. Thank you so much for coming to class today. Namaste. Good work, yogis. Happy Tuesday.